Hello, VRG TV. It's Pamela Bass. I welcome you back to VRG TV Season 4, Episode 3 with my friend Adriana. And I'm excited about this episode. I am the founder and host of VRG TV, and I'm excited about our name, Movers and Shakers, the people behind every move. So let's kick off, learn a little about my friend, my partner in business. Tell us a little bit about yourself, girl.
Okay, so I started working at Two Men in a Truck 2 years ago, and you were there at the very beginning.
Yes.
You were so sweet. I'll never forget you because you were so encouraging, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do a good job because the girl in position before me, she was just like on it, and just like all over, and I was just like, oh gosh, and everybody was like, you have such big shoes to fill. I was like, I know, and you were always so encouraging and so sweet. So 2 years I've been in this position as marketing director at Two Men in a Truck, and it's just been awesome. The networking and all the fun stuff.
You have been around, and I'm very proud of you. I love what you just said. And I'm not even into the questions yet, but you just said something. Oftentimes, and we love Stephanie, but oftentimes we will compare ourselves, or when people say things like that, we'll kind of shrink.
Mm-hmm.
But you stood tall.
That was the Lord.
Amen. Amen. So kudos to you for like walking boldly and carrying out those big shoes that they said you had to fill. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so you've kind of touched on some of my questions now.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your role as the marketing director, and give a quick overview of the services Two Men in a Truck has to offer?
So I'm originally from Huntsville, born and raised. I left to go to college, so I'm a true native. I didn't abandon it. I'm just saying. I'm joking. So I'm really familiar with the area. Okay. So that kind of helped me, I feel like, be more familiar and more comfortable going out networking and meeting new people. Yeah. And I'm like, go here. This is a cool place to stop and building those relationships.
Yes.
But Two Men in a Truck, we have a lot of different services. Besides just doing local and long distance moves, we also have a junk removal service. We do packing. We do a lot of senior living moves as well. Mm-hmm. So our guys are really familiar in that space, and just like the compassion and the patience that's needed to deal with even just the children of the parents that are going into facilities. So we really, I'm not going to bring up that one yet because that's going to be another question. But yeah, so we just have strong guys that can move heavy items.
Yes, that's good. That should be like a slogan.
Yeah, our little
strong guys. Oh, is that? No, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna tell my boss.
Guys, tell me. Yeah. Okay. But you said something. You said, "Oh crud, it's gone," because I'm still thinking of the slow. That shit. Oh yeah. Like the slogan. Yeah. Ding. But all of that information was good. What I was going to say is you guys expanded on your services. Yeah. I've been in business for 5 years. You guys have been in business for 20 or 25?
We're on 27.
27.
Yep, 27 years.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I remember you guys celebrating the 25th and you did the surprise event. But expanded on your services. I don't recall you doing junk removal services.
Yeah, we haven't had that one for very long. It got started right before I got there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
A little over 2 years.
Okay. So Two Men in a Truck is a well-known brand. What sets your local team apart? Okay. But you don't even have to answer that because say that slogan again.
We've got strong guys that can move heavy things. But what I was going to say, what I held out saying was we have something called a grandma rule.
Okay.
So it's where we treat all of our customers like we treat our own grandmothers.
I love it.
So we live by that, and that's how we hire our guys. We're like, do you have,
yes,
we need that kindness.
Yes, like, are you kicking Granny to the side? Or are you nurturing Granny, calling Granny?
Right. And so like something that really stood out even before I started working at Two Men in a Truck, my mom had to get like some renovations done, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And Two Men in a Truck came and move some of her items, and she's a tough customer.
Okay.
She was military single mom, so she's tough. And she told me one day, she was like, Two Men in a Truck came and moved me, and it was so great. She was like, I asked them to move an item to one location, I changed my mind and had them move it to the garage, and they were so sweet. They were just like, yes, ma'am. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Like, you got a real deal review from my grandmother.
Really?
No, like, from your
right. Oh, right.
Yes. Yeah, because you're like, because sometimes, okay, you can label grandma as difficult. We
absolutely.
But when you can push through that little shell of a person that's like, I'm not giving you a review, or if you got to work hard for my services, for them to turn that around.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. They're so good at it. Like they're so good at like just turning off they don't add anything to it. They're just like, you're stressed because moving is super stressful.
Yes.
And they understand that. So they're just like, we're just here to help.
Yeah.
It's like we're not adding any stress to it. We're here to help you.
Because moving can be super
It really isn't like why?
Right. I think maybe just the emotions and everything. Yeah. I'm packing up leaving maybe my 26-year home or my 1-year home that I wasn't prepared because of relocation or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So let's kick number 3. As marketing director, how do you help build relationships with the community and real estate partners like Virtuous Realty Global?
Yes. Okay. So I'm a part of the Huntsville and the Madison Chambers of Commerce. So I'm an ambassador for both. So that really gives me opportunity to be out in the community and just like heavy networking and just interacting with different types of businesses and forming different relationships and partnerships. So that's like such a great way.
Yeah.
Also part of HAR, Huntsville Area Association of Realtors. We love HAR. We love you. We love HAR. So all those different groups really help us.
Yeah.
And the other question that you asked
was you answered them.
Okay.
Building the relationships with the community and real estate partners, and you.
And what I wanted to say was we have a new program. It's been revamped, but it's called the Strategic Partnership Program.
Okay.
So it was formerly known as the Realtor Referral Program.
Oh.
So it's where we offer an incentive to realtors to give to their clients on moving day. So it's like a little discount on their move.
Okay. So realtors, my realtor friends, you did not have to be a part of VRG, but to my Kel Mitchell people, brokers, all those people out there, you heard what she said. Repeat it one more time.
We have a strategic partner program, so that offers an incentive, a discount on moves for your clients.
I love it. I love it. So make sure you guys grab those incentives.
Yes.
Okay, so here we are. Number 4. Are there any local partnerships, community events, or initiatives I already know the answer.
Yeah.
Community Track is currently moved.
Yes. So there's some that we do annually. Our biggest one that we just finished was Movers for Moms. And I have on my purple. I didn't even plan this. So Movers for Moms, it is required for all of our 2-minute truck franchises to participate in, but we do it like huge in Huntsville.
Yes.
So like we had 88 businesses that had collection boxes at their sites. We had 9 different collection drives over the course of a month and a half. I don't know how we Lord.
Yeah.
Back to
That's the plug.
Yeah, exactly. So we do Movers for Moms. We have something that we started for the first time last year called Movers for Military.
Okay.
So it's the same concept as Movers for Moms, but we're helping veterans.
Okay.
And then we do something called Wreaths for Veterans. So we partner with 2 different organizations that we put wreaths on veterans' graves in different cemeteries, which is so. It's so sweet.
Yeah.
Because the RTC from different high schools, they come out and they salute the grave. They say the names. Listen, it makes me want to cry every time I see it every year. I'm just like, that is so sweet.
Yes.
So that's really cool. We do a Thanksgiving drive for Downtown Rescue Mission. We do Bikes or Bus with WZYP and Kids to Love. So yeah.
So what she's trying to say is they are very community driven.
We really are.
But oh my God, the veteran initiative.
I know.
So for our veterans out there, but not just the veterans, our veteran realtors who who supports those veterans, reach out.
Yes, absolutely.
Because that is awesome.
Yes.
And it just warmed my heart because having received my flag after losing my dad, I know how important that would be to a daughter or a son.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for your community support.
Absolutely.
Okay. What do you love most about your job?
Oh my gosh. I can't even, there's so many things.
It pours from you.
Oh.
I was going to say that, but I was like, maybe I'll hold it to the end.
Yeah.
I love your personality. If they don't treat you right, I will bring you over here. I'm kidding. I will not steal her, but I will. But no, seriously. You have a personality like no other.
So sweet.
That is phenomenal. But okay, for real. What do you love about your job?
So I always tell the guys in the office, I'm the princess of the castle because, you know what I mean?
You are something. I love that.
Because I'm the only girl manager upstairs, and everybody else, I'm like, y'all need to be nice.
Yeah. Because I'm the princess of
the castle. But they're very sweet, so respectful. Like anytime there's something heavy, they're like, "What are you doing?" When I try to move myself, they're like, "Yeah." They're like, "Don't touch that." I'm like, "Okay." So that part of it is great, and then just being able to be out and have freedom to do that.
Yeah.
Because my boss knows, is like, he knows that I'm about it and I'm going to get it done. So I'm not just lollygagging around.
Yeah.
But being able to build those connections. I always go back to relationships,
Because that's where it starts. A lot of people try to make things transactional. And you will never succeed. You will never succeed being transactional.
Yep.
At all.
Yeah, and when it's sports like that, it's like
Yeah.
they may not need your services now, but in the future they might, or a friend or family member might, and even if they don't, yeah, it's fine.
It's still great to just build a relationship that way. Let's say you knew of a awesome broker,
Right? Absolutely.
and I don't know, maybe your mom needed to move.
Absolutely.
You may send, if that relationship was built, you may send that your mom to that person.
100%.
Build the relationships. Don't make transactions.
Yes,
that's the slogan.
Yes.
Okay,
that's the second one.
Yeah. So, what should homeowners look for when choosing a moving company?
Okay, I had a brochure. I didn't plan this.
Handy dandy.
I didn't even plan this. It's crazy. Okay, so we have a brochure that has like questions, and the heading of it is make an informed decision.
Okay.
So it's just, I'm gonna read just some of them. Okay. Some questions to ask is, how do we charge? Is there a minimum charge? Are there additional charges? That's a big one, because some moving companies charge for flights of stairs. We don't. I mean, I don't know about other companies, but I know we don't charge for extra flights of stairs. Ask about like travel time. That's another little add-on question to ask about. And is a deposit required? How do we train our team? So personally at our office, we have in-house training by one of our former movers that was a mover for years and one of our best movers. So he's able to give them the real life experience and scenarios. And then their first move, they go out with a trained driver and mover. So they're that third man that gets to observe and kind of see how everything works. So training is an important thing to ask about. And estimates are free. Like most moving companies, I think their estimates are free. So we always tell people to do their due diligence and kind of call around and just see what works best for them. Because we charge by the time we leave our office, the time we get back to our office.
Got it.
And other companies may charge differently or the same, but it might just be more cost effective if they're closer to their location, things like that. But we always want to help everybody.
I love it. I love it. So we did just add you guys to our home ownership guide.
Awesome.
Yes, because it's something that we didn't have. So we created something as we say we have a 3 mile mentality here. And so just we go to extra 3 miles to say, hey, here's your, so of course we could verbally tell them, but if they have a packet where they don't have to remember, because she just told me all this stuff.
Absolutely.
So who was that? Who was that?
Absolutely.
But you said something. What she's saying is they're telling you what to ask. They're not saying, hey, you have to book with us. Right. But if you decide to book somewhere else, here's some. I love that. Yeah. That is amazing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So just like you're saying, these moms, some of them are just jumping from place to place. And so something as small as like having a large size of bath soap that's heavy to carry as opposed to a travel size, because they prefer, and they usually look for travel size items, travel size deodorant, lotion, things like that, because that weighs them down and they're moving around. So it's just really perspective, good perspective. And for us to appreciate what we have and to help others. Yes, we're able to, and that's what's so cool. Yeah, it's so cool because we get to like help. Like it's just like, and my boss is so awesome. He's just like, he knows.
I love him.
I'm like, Adreanne's the best. Yeah. And he knows. He doesn't ask me during movers mom. She's like, I'm an island. Leave me alone. I guess that's have fun. Yeah, literally have fun. And so he knows that I'm just like about it and task oriented. And it's like, we need this. We need this. We need this. He's like, yeah, go for it. Whatever you need, just get it done. Make it happen. So it's so cool that we're able to just really freely just help them. And that's so many businesses. 88 businesses that are that we're willing to help and help collect over the course of a month and a half. That's crazy. Our haul was huge this year.
I love it. And I know that it gives you guys a source of just, I don't know, to the respect for the companies that come alongside you guys to say, hey, you've started this campaign, but we're going to come alongside you to help push it forward for these families.
It's so cool.
Have less than.
Yes, and it's so cool to hear the stories too. Like we had trash pandas that asked us if they could be a part of it. The Better Business Bureau of North Alabama. Yeah. And it's just like, wow. And like the stories of like my mom, she went through it. She was an addict, and so we know like how hard that is, and it's just like that's so lovely.
Wow.
So nice to see.
There's children involved, and that is our future. They're up next. Yep. So give to the moms so they can in turn provide for those kids.
And I encourage anybody that wants to get a tour of Downtown Rescue Mission to do it, because it'll make you like, it just gives you chills. Yeah. Like stuff that you never thought about. Like they have a section for the kids, for the parents can grab a gift on their birthday because the parents can't afford it. So it's just like, that's so sweet. Like, who thinks of this stuff? It's so good.
Oh my goodness. I want to go deeper there, but I'm not. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
So, let me talk to you.
Okay.
Did you see yourself in this role?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Are you shy?
No. Not
Were
at
you
all.
ever shy?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I get that for some reason.
But I was shy.
Yeah. So you didn't see yourself on the role.
Yeah.
But what made you say, okay, let me just go for it?
It was the Lord. It's
It's the
always
Lord.
it
The
really.
plug.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Connect,
It really
connect to it.
it is like when I was younger, I was bullied a lot.
Okay.
And so that kind of made me super character building.
Yes.
Like, don't regret it. You know, I
Yes.
don't want that to happen to anybody else because it really
Yes.
is super scarring.
Yes.
But it's definitely character building and helped me to become who I am today. So everything, all that pain was for a purpose. And God is just so good and kind and merciful. So He led me.
You trying to make me cry.
So you gonna make me cry? And I'm not gonna do it. So He's led me to every job I've ever had. And this job in particular, I had 3 jobs.
Yeah.
When I had worked at Huntsville Bible College. I hosted trivia at night, and then part time I did Movers for Moms with Stephanie. I was the marketing assistant for her.
Yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's how I got started in this role because she ended up moving across the country to be with her family.
Yes.
And it was so much that first year. I was just like, oh my God. Yes. And because, I was only there 2 or 3 days a week for a few hours. And so it was a lot because I was doing something every single minute I was there. I was just like having stress dreams. I was like, I want to do a good job. I am having stress dream. Yes, like dreaming. I was like, did I forget to do something? And so when she was leaving, she's like, do you want the job? I was like, no. Like, it's always gonna be like this. Yeah. Seriously. And then it just worked out, and yeah. So
you have just blessed me in ways that you don't understand. I pray that someone heard what you just said. That is amazing.
Yeah.
How you can turn something that may seem or feel like a negative into a positive. Your heart is so beautiful.
You're so sweet.
I am so serious. I'm so serious. And then hearing just a piece of your story just now, hopefully it helps another child or another individual who's struggling with whatever they're struggling with. Okay. I love you.
I love you. I've already loved you forever.
So I want to thank you for coming on and joining me. Is there anything you want to leave with the audience?
I think we've gotten it all out. I'm not gonna hold them.
We have. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience, for joining us for every day I just try to figure out what the season is. It's season 4, episode 3 and then I'm always transparent. Now I know I butchered your name.
No, when you started, you did good.
When I started, see, that was shade because I said your name a few minutes ago, and I know I said Adriana.
That's right.
Oh my God, I got it right, audience.
So you're good.
Thank you again. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you on the next episode. If you need to book a move, book with my friends at 2 Minute in a Truck. Have a good day.